Today on Capital Ideas Life, what surprises does Domodedovo Airport have in store for its passengers?
That's awesome! There's a retro car show. Let's go check it out.
What exactly is the under-one-roof system and how does it work?
And we're in the parking lot in less than a minute.
A few hours in the life of one of Moscow's most unusual railway stations.
I'd say it makes me think about history. It's really nice to be here. Hello everybody. Today on Capital Ideas Life, we're going to tell you how Moscow greets guests. I'm Michael Gibson and I'm here located in Domodedovo International Airport. And it's exactly from this place that we're going to start our adventure of the Russian capital. Domodedovo is one of 4 air gateways leading to Moscow. Besides Domodedovo, the other airports of Russia's capital are Vnukovo, Sheremetyevo and Zhukovsky. Domodedovo is located 45 kilometers southeast of the center of Moscow. This airport has not one, but 2 runways 2 kilometers away from each other to allow simultaneous landings and takeoffs of any type of aircraft. That includes the largest of them all, the Airbus A380 Super Jumbo Jet. Today, Domodedovo Airport holds 2nd place in Russia in terms of passenger traffic. And according to the European Division of Airports Council International, it is now among the top 3 European airports in terms of destination network growth. Domodedovo is one of the most important airports of the Russian capital. Last year alone, it welcomed almost 30 million passengers. I'm with Alexander Vlasov, spokesman of Moscow's Domodedovo Airport. He'll help us understand what's so unique about this place. Hi!
Welcome to Moscow. A passenger from abroad might think there's nothing that special here. But when we arrive in another country and find ourselves in an unfamiliar airport, there's always one question that comes up. Am I in the right terminal? But such a thing just can't happen here. Domodedovo Airport consists of one single terminal, so it's absolutely impossible to get lost here.
Oh, it's highly convenient. You don't have to take a bus anywhere. You don't have to find your way to another terminal.
Yes, our passengers have nothing to worry about. It's all that simple.
And it's a hub for both domestic flights and international passengers coming, say, from London, isn't it? They can catch connecting flights here, right?
Yes, they can hop on another plane here and go anywhere around Russia. They don't have to change terminals. It's simply impossible to get lost here.
But if this is your first time in Moscow and you have some free time, do not rush to leave this place, because it is not simply a huge airport. It is actually an entire mini-city, and it has a lot of interesting things to offer. In the airport, they pay a lot of attention to the navigation, the departure board, the signage. All information here is in English, Russian and Chinese. It's remarkable. Hello.
Hello.
I understand there's a beautiful exhibition of old retro cars. Where is it?
Yes, you can go straight along the hall. In that corner, in that part of the airport, you can find it.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. So here we are at the exhibition of these fantastic old cars, 25 of them here in the middle of the airport. Who would have guessed that an airport could have things like this? It's more than an airport, it's a cultural centre full of historical, interesting artefacts. So we have a Model T Ford here, which is of course a classic in the history of the car industry, and lots of other very interesting American cars here. The Dodge. Over here we have the Willys, which is the forerunner of the very famous Willys Jeep, and of course Chevrolet, a big name in cars. Fantastic. At this exhibition, travellers can see some iconic historical cars. For example, a Renault NN. It was this car that Vladimir Mayakovsky bought for Lily Brick. He also dedicated one of his poems to it, titled In Response to Future Gossip. And this one is a Fiat Valencia 505. The Queen of the United Kingdom chose it for her tour around Rome back in the 1920s. Here you can not merely admire some automobile history artifacts, but also get a fresh perspective on what an airport terminal can be. It was turned into a museum where various eras of human history come together. We're on the second floor now. Alexander, please share with us what is so interesting about this place.
The most important thing is that it has a few special waiting areas. And most important, it has free outlets for charging mobile devices.
Ah, that's very important these days.
If your phone dies, it seems like your entire life comes to a stop.
I think that most airports don't provide enough charging facilities. Domodedovo, on the other hand, is a state-of-the-art airport.
You can charge your laptop or your phone. We've got it all covered here.
Great.
We have comfortable waiting areas. We also have many restaurants where you can find food to suit your taste.
Yes, indeed, I can see that.
It all depends what you prefer. We've got fast food as well as different national cuisines.
I noticed there's a waiting area nearby, and it's quieter here.
Yes, this is the quietest waiting area. It's at a distance from all the restaurants and the security check area. You can just come here and relax. There's also a hotel.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Yes, it's right inside the terminal. You can come and get a room for a few hours. Plus, of course, there are facilities for VIP passengers. They're on the first floor. There's a VIP area down there where business class passengers can go and relax for a while before their flight.
A few years ago, Domodedovo was listed among the top 5 fastest growing airports in Europe in terms of passenger traffic. Its terminal infrastructure is constantly being expanded and upgraded. Alexander, I haven't been here for a while, and I see that quite a lot has changed since then. There's a new hall, a new road, and a new parking lot. I mean, there are so many interesting new things to check out.
Yes, we've built a new section of the terminal, among other things.
The new segment of the terminal was opened in the summer of 2018, when Russia hosted the FIFA World Cup. It is not just another building for our passengers, it is a continuation of the existing terminal. With the opening of the new segment, the airport's total area increased twofold. There is also now an overpass and a multi-level parking facility. As you may know, the weather in Moscow is often not the greatest. There are rains in summer and winters are rather cold. The new design takes that into account. Now you can make your way to the parking lot without having to go outside.
And now we're in the parking lot, in less than a minute. It's very convenient.
Thanks to the new multi-level parking facility, the airport now has almost 1,500 new parking spaces. Now you can leave your car here when you go on a vacation or business trip. The parking fee is about $10 a day.
In addition to taxis, car sharing, and a bus, there are also comfortable and fast Aero Express trains. They're always running on schedule. They'll take you to Moscow in just 45 minutes. And then you can go explore our capital right away.
Cool. That's really interesting. Thanks for the great tour. I've learned a lot today.
Have a wonderful time in Moscow, and come back again soon.
They say that traffic jams in Moscow are massive. But you can take an Air Express train and save yourself a lot of time. Let's go check it out. From the airport to the center of Moscow is only 45 kilometers, and on this beautiful new express train, it only takes 47 minutes. They're now using these incredible two-floor trains. Let's go and have a look. This is a new generation of train done in Switzerland that can take 700 people and has a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour. So this train's really comfortable. It has all the mod cons, a screen, Wi-Fi, it has a plug for charging your computer and telephone, and even has reclining seats. Look at that. Yeah, very comfy. See you in town. So here we are in Three Station Square, and next to me we have the amazing Kazansky station. A little further we have Yaroslavsky station, and right over here we have Leningradsky station, which is of course the oldest station in Moscow. It has a brother, a twin brother, the exactly same building built in St. Petersburg. It's beautiful inside, so let's go and check it out. Wow, take a look at this. This is a piece of the original wall that's been kept here as a little memorial. and it is 170 years old. Look, you're even supposed to take a photograph of it. That's very cool. That's like Algédie thinking in a very kind of contemporary way, photograph it and share it. And this is right next to the entrance, so don't walk past and miss it. Remember to look back. Despite its advanced age, Leningradsky railway terminal looks rather fresh these days, all thanks to a recent renovation. Now it has many state-of-the-art devices to help passengers pass the time while waiting for their trains, or to make buying a ticket that much easier. So I have this case, which I want to leave for a few hours just to be able to run around without this, and I need a place to leave my luggage. How good is that? It's a special left luggage place. Just like at Moscow's airports, all information and directions are available in 3 languages, Russian, English and Chinese. I've invited the station's director, Nadezhda Anisimova, to share with us everything that Leningradsky terminal has to offer. I'm told that this place has a lot of unique features. What exactly makes it so different from Moscow's other railway stations?
First of all, the stations in Moscow send trains in different directions. In our case, passengers mostly go to St. Petersburg. Kazansky Rail Terminal has its own direction. The same goes for all other railway stations in the city. But we all treat passengers with the utmost care and respect.
Are there any kinds of competition that exists between the different stations? Or not?
I wouldn't call it competition. Leningradsky Rail Terminal has everything passengers could need. We provide all necessary directions and information, and we use the latest technologies.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, not all the railway stations in the country are so well equipped. That's why they come visit us to learn from our experience.
So you're like a training center as well as an inspiration.
Leningradsky Terminal is a pioneer, so to speak. We're always the first to introduce new technologies.
After the renovation, so much has changed here. First of all, the old-style ticket offices have been replaced with new ones. Now they look more like check-in counters at airports. So here we are on the first floor, right next to the ticket office. But first of all, we need a little talon for queuing. Look at that. So convenient. Very quick. So you can see there are lots of cashier desks here, so you don't need to wait long to get your tickets. It's really convenient. But in fact, now we don't need to buy a ticket to go anywhere. We're going to stay in Moscow and we're going to go further. We're on the second floor. I can see a lot of things here. Is that a food court there? Tell me about that.
Yes, we're on the second floor. As you can see, we have comfortable escalators, and if we were carrying heavy bags or suitcases right now, we could simply use the elevator instead.
Lift, yes, I see.
Great. So this is the second level of Leningradsky Rail Terminal. It's a place where people can relax while waiting for their trains, or maybe have a meeting, or just wait to pick up their loved ones.
Today has been a long journey. This morning we arrived in Domodedovo. Don't know about you, but I'm hungry. I need something to eat. There's lots of interesting stuff here. Let's try this. It looks tasty. Looking at this food court, we can safely say that you will not stay hungry for long here. There are similar food courts in almost all of Moscow's railway stations. So if you've got a lot of time until your train departs, you can come and relax in this lovely waiting hall. You can sit here in peace and calm, work and read, but we are not going to relax. Town is waiting for us. We've got lots of exciting things to do. Today we've learned so many interesting new things. Next time you find yourself here, don't rush. Take a look around. These stations say so much about history and life in Moscow. That was our program, Capital Ideas Life. I'm Mike Gibson. See you next time.